Hi guys, carlq here. Today I had a great episode to share with you on video, which I recorded with Mark Armstrong from Rate My Agent. The only problem was because we recorded it using a video recording software, the audio wasn't matching up and it looked absolutely terrible. So what I've decided to do is just leave that one as an audio for the podcast. And today I wanted to chat to you guys about something that I've been hearing a bit about recently, and it's about telemarketing. And one of the things that people have said is telemarketing doesn't work. Well, I want to call bull. Every marketing medium can work. It's just about how you execute it. People have talked about do not call register, so let's address that first off. The do not call register now has about 70% of all numbers in Australia. So that means that there's only about 30% access to phone numbers right now. As Tom Panos likes to say, when he's talking about print media and he talks about people online, so about 86% of people are now online. So Tom says when he's talking about scripts and dialogues, when you're talking to a vendor, do you want to settle for 86% of the value of your property? Because that's essentially what you're doing by missing out on print media. Telemarketing is exactly the same for your business. So if you decide to not do telemarketing, you're missing out on a potential 30% of your business revenue. So it's important to look at it from that perspective. Just because there's less numbers, there's still definitely numbers available. And the good point is that because less people are doing it, it's actually more effective for you as well. The other thing to address is people saying that they don't use their home phones. Again, if they don't answer, that's fine, you move on to the next call. It is still a numbers game. Like most things in sales, it's about the number of people you get through to in order to get the results that you need. The other thing people say is that people get phone calls all the time. The reality is they don't. Yes, they get calls from India and from the Philippines and so forth, but do you know how often they actually get a call from a genuine Australian business with an English-speaking person? It's very, very few. So when you phone up to do it, it actually has cut through. People also like to connect with people that they actually have spoken to before. So telemarketing works for that purpose. It's all well and good to send an email, but it's very impersonalized, and people still aren't grasping the concept of email in the same way as business to business does. When you send an email to a consumer, it's one of 80 emails they're going to get in that day. So it's very hard to cut through all that noise. You've got spam filters, you've got ad blockers, all of these different things. So telemarketing gets you a yes or no answer straight away, which is what you want in business. You want to find out if someone is interested or if they're not. If they're not, that's fine, you move straight on, but at least you've got an answer straight away. The other thing with telemarketing is it can be very time efficient. You can get through to speaking to 15 or 20 people per hour. There's very few platforms that allow you to speak to that many people at one time. Now, there's also been a couple of people that say they really dislike speaking on the phone. Yes, I get it. As a salesperson, your strength is in a face-to-face communication. You're used to using body language. You're used to using social cues, facial expressions to work out what someone's actually trying to say. Telemarketing is a bit of an art, but don't overcomplicate it. You don't need to sort of be elaborate about it. You don't need to have these crazy scripts. Sometimes you just need to pick up the phone and start having a conversation with somebody. It really can be that simple. I want to share with you some of the stats that I've got from my team. So we run a call center, as some of you guys might know, and I just want to share with you some of the stats that we actually got from last week for the number of appraisals that we made. So here we go. Here's some stats for you guys to have a think about. So we've got campaign 1 here. We made 27 connected calls, 2 leads. Campaign 2, 16 connected calls, 4 leads. Campaign 3, 53 calls, 10 leads. Campaign 4, 77 calls, 0 leads. Again, it's a numbers game. You've got to plow through and you've got to keep on moving. I can tell you for that particular campaign, that person has had probably over 100 leads from us in the past. So it's still working. Next campaign, 48 calls, 11 leads. Next, 68 calls, 7 leads. Next, 54 calls, 2 leads. Next, 92 calls for 3 leads. And finally, the last campaign, we only made 2 calls. It was the end of a campaign. We ran out of data. No leads from that one. But as you can see, what have we got there? Probably 40, maybe 50 potential leads. And these are not leads where somebody has said, yep, just send through some info. These are leads where someone has said, we actually would like to sit down and chat with somebody. So there's an opportunity to get face to face there. So what I'm saying really is from, maybe how many hours of calling have we done there? There might be 15 hours of calling, perhaps 15, maybe 20 hours of calling, maybe a little bit more. But out of that, if we've got 40 or 50 potential leads, Is that time well spent? I absolutely think so. And I think that if you're out there and you're thinking about telemarketing, just get on the phone, just give it a try, see what happens. Don't discount it after the first hour, the first 2 hours, even the first 10 hours. You've really got to put in the numbers game in telemarketing. Understand as well, if you're nervous, that's going to come across on the phone. You've got to get through those nerves. You've got to get to a point where it becomes comfortable. Once you get to that stage that it's natural for you and you get used to the fact that people aren't going to scream at you down the phone, yeah, maybe 1 in 100 might tell us to get nicked, but generally people are polite. When they hear an Aussie at the end of the phone, they are polite. They don't sort of want to rip your head off. So once you get past that, once you get in a rhythm of actually talking to people and you stop finding excuses as to why you shouldn't do this, you will find that you can generate leads. I'm Carl Quested. See you next time.